My name is Zaria. I am 34 years old. I have a husband named Corin. He is 38 years old. We have been married for 12 years. We have one daughter. Her name is Lena. She is 10 years old. Every day in our home feels the same. Corin wakes up early. He leaves the house fast. He does not sit with us in the morning. He drinks a quick cup of coffee, takes his bag and walks out the door. He comes home very late at night. He eats little food. He sleeps very little. His life is only work now. I sit with my daughter in the evening. We eat dinner together. We talk about school. We talk about her day. But inside the house, there is always one empty chair. There is always one silent place at the table. My daughter looks at that chair again and again. One night, she looks at me and asks, "Mom, where is Dad?" I smile, but my smile feels weak. I say, "He is at work." She looks down. She moves her spoon slowly. Then she whispers, "Dad is never here." These words hit my heart. They stay in my mind. I hear them again in my head even after she goes to bed. Dad is never here. I try to explain and say, "Your father is working for us. He wants a good life for the family." But she does not smile. She does not look happy. She only says, "I don't want money. I want Dad." I have no answer. I cannot lie to her. I know she is right. Every night I stand near the window. I wait to hear the sound of the door. Some nights I call him and say, "Please come home early. We miss you." But he always gives the same answer. "I can't. I have work. I have meetings. I have deadlines. I am doing this for us." But now I ask myself something I never asked before. Is he really doing this for us, or is he running from us? I remember our early years. We ate dinner together. We talked for a long time. We held hands when we walked. We dreamed about our future. We planned trips. We laughed often. The house was warm and happy. Now we live in the same house, but it feels like we are far from each other. We live together, but we do not feel together. Sometimes I look at him and I feel like I am looking at a stranger. I look at my daughter and feel fear. Lena is growing fast. She plays, she reads books, she draws pictures, and she waits for her father. She waits every day. One day she will stop waiting. One day she may stop calling for him. One day she may close her heart. And maybe he will not even see it happen. This thought scares me more than anything. One night I hold my phone in my hand. I want to call him again, but I stop. I know he will say the same words. I am busy. My chest feels tight. My eyes close. If nothing changes, we will lose our family. Not fast, but slowly, step by step. Then I hear the door open. Corin is home. His bag drops on the floor. His steps are slow. I look at him. His face looks tired. His shoulders look weak. He looks like someone carrying a heavy load. But he does not look at me. He walks to the couch, sits down, and opens his laptop at once. I stand near him and watch him work even when he is at home. My heart tells me to speak. If I stay quiet, nothing will ever change. I take a deep breath. I say, "Corin, please stop working for one night. Please look at your daughter. She needs you." He does not look up. He only says, "I am doing this for her, for you, for us." My hands feel cold. My voice shakes. I say, "No. You think you are doing this for us, but you are losing us." He stops typing. He looks up at me with tired eyes. He looks confused. He says, "How can you say that? I work all day for our family. I work so we can have a good life." I feel pain in my chest. I say, "You are here in the house, but your heart is not here. Lena says you are never home. Do you know how much that hurts her?" He stays quiet for a long moment. Then he says, "She is a child. She will understand one day. She will thank me when she is grown." I feel anger rise inside me. I say, "One day? What about today?" She needs you now, not one day. She needs her father today. He closes his laptop slowly. He looks down at his hands. I can see he does not want to talk about this, but I cannot stop. I must speak for my daughter and for our family. At that moment, our daughter comes out of her room. She holds a small book in her hands. She walks to her father with soft steps. She says, "Dad, can you read with me?" Corin does not even lift his head. He says, "Not now, Lena. I am tired." Her face changes at once. Her small smile disappears. Her eyes become sad. She whispers, "You are always tired." Then she turns and walks back to her room. My heart breaks as I watch her walk away. I look at my husband. Tears fill my eyes, but I try to stay calm. I say, "Did you hear her? She does not ask for toys or money. She asks only for you." He rubs his forehead. He says, "I will read with her tomorrow." I say, "What if tomorrow is too late?" He does not answer. He looks down at his laptop again, but this time he does not open it. I walk to the kitchen to wash the dishes and try to breathe. I feel tired in my heart. I feel alone, even though I am not alone. The next morning, I make breakfast. Lena sits at the table. She does not eat. She pushes her food around her plate. She looks up at me and says, "Dad is gone again." I try to smile for her. I say, "He will come home later." She shakes her head. She says, "Later is always too late." Her words cut deep. They stay inside me like a sharp stone. That evening, Corin comes home again. He looks more tired than yesterday. He drops his bag. He walks past us. He opens his laptop again. I feel something inside me begin to break. I know we cannot continue like this, but I also know the moment to speak must be right. I look at my daughter across the table. Her small face looks sad. Her hands hold her book again, but she does not walk to him this time. She does not ask him again. She stays in her seat and looks down. Something is changing inside her, and I can see it. And this is the moment I fear the most. Before I continue rest of the story, please like, subscribe, share, and tell me where you are listening from. Your support means a lot to me. Now let's continue. The next evening, I try to make the house warm. I cook dinner. I help Lena with homework. I put soft music in the living room. I want the home to feel calm when Corin arrives. I want him to see what he is missing. Lena sits at the table with her book. She keeps looking at the door, waiting for the sound of her father's steps. She waits with hope. Even after so many sad nights, it hurts me to see her like this. A child should not wait for love. Love should come to her. The clock moves. The sky gets darker. Corin is still not home. I watch my daughter. She looks at the door again and again. I can see her hope getting smaller. I can see her heart getting tired. I sit beside her and touch her hand. I say, "He will come soon." But inside, I do not know if it is true. When the door finally opens, it is late. Too late. He walks in with tired steps. His face looks sad, but also closed, like a door that no one can open. He drops his bag on the floor. He does not look at us. He just walks to the couch and opens his laptop again. I watch my daughter. She does not run to him. She does not ask him anything. She only looks down at her book. This is the part that scares me. The quiet, the slow change, the moment when a child stops trying. I take a deep breath and speak again. "Corin, please sit with us. Please eat with us. We miss you." He keeps typing. He says, "I cannot. I have a client waiting." His voice is flat. His eyes do not look at me. Lena stands up. Her small voice is soft but strong. She says, "Then I don't want to wait for you anymore." She walks to her room and closes the door hard. The sound feels like the whole house is breaking. Corin looks at me. His face shows surprise. But soon it becomes anger. He says, "She does not understand. I am doing everything for her." I feel my own anger rise. I say, "No. You do not understand her heart. She is a child. She needs her father, not your job." His voice grows louder. "Do you want me to lose my job? Do you want us to lose the house, the bills, the future? I am trying to protect our life." I look at him with pain. I want our daughter to have a father. I want her to feel loved, not empty. He says nothing now. He only looks away. Later that night, when the house is quiet, I walk to the kitchen for water. I see a small paper on the table. It is folded carefully. I open it. It is a note from Lena. It says, "Dad, you are always busy. Maybe you do not love me. My chest feels tight. My hands shake. My eyes become wet. No child should feel this way. No child should write such words." I hold the note to my chest and cry. I walk to the living room and show the note to my husband. "Read this. Read what your daughter thinks." He takes the note. His hands shake too. He reads it slowly. I can see fear in his eyes, a fear I have not seen before, a fear of losing something important. But then he does something that breaks my trust even more. Instead of going to her room, instead of holding her, instead of saying he loves her, he puts the note in his pocket. He says, "She will understand one day." I step back. I cannot believe it. I feel something inside me fall apart. I say, "No, she will not understand. She will remember. She will remember every empty chair. She will remember every night you did not come. She will remember that her father chose work over her." He stands up. He walks outside. The door closes behind him. The sound feels cold. I stand alone in the kitchen. My hands shake. My heart feels heavy. I wonder how we came to this point. I wonder how a man who once loved his family so deeply could become so far away. A small sound comes from the hallway. It is Lena. She opens her door and looks at me with scared eyes. She asks, "Mom, is Dad leaving us?" I hold her close. I say, "No, he is not leaving us. He is just lost. He cannot see our hearts right now, but maybe he will one day." She rests her head on my shoulder. I can feel her small body shaking. She does not cry loud. She cries in a quiet way, a deep way. The kind of cry that comes from hurt, not noise. When she goes back to her room, I sit alone in the living room. The house is dark and still. I feel tired in a way I cannot explain. Tired in my bones. Tired in my heart. But I also know something important. I cannot give up. I cannot stop speaking. I must protect my daughter's heart, even if he will not. The next evening, I make dinner again. I cook simple food because Lena likes it. She sits at the table with her book. She waits again. Even after so many sad nights, she still holds a little hope. Children are like that. Their hearts stay open longer than ours. The door opens. Corin walks in. He looks tired as always. He sits down and opens his laptop. He does not even see the food on the table. He does not see us waiting. My heart feels heavy. But I speak. "Corin, close it. Please, just one dinner with your family." He sighs. He says, "I have no time." Something inside me finally breaks. I stand up. My voice rises in a way I did not plan. I say, "You always say that. No time for us. No time for her. No time for me. Only work." Lena looks scared. She holds her book close to her chest. Her eyes move between us. She does not want us to fight. She loves both of us. She is only a child. But I cannot stop. Not now. I say, "Our daughter feels invisible. She feels forgotten. She feels alone in her own home." Corin shouts back, "I am doing everything for her." I shake my head. I say, "No. You are doing everything for yourself. You think money will save us. But what she needs cannot be bought. She needs love. She needs you." The room becomes silent. Only the sound of our breathing fills the air. Lena hugs her book and looks at the floor. I can see tears in her eyes, but she tries to hide them. Corin sits still. His hands shake a little. His face looks lost. Something inside him is beginning to move. But he still cannot say the words we need to hear. And I know the hardest moment is still coming. The moment that will change our home. The moment that will open his eyes or break everything. The room stays quiet for a long time. Corin sits on the chair. His laptop is open in front of him, but he is not typing now. His hands rest on the keyboard, yet he does not move. He looks like a man who suddenly cannot find his way. I watch him. I see something change in his eyes, but I cannot tell what it is. Pain. Maybe. Fear. Maybe. Or the beginning of understanding. Lena wipes her tears and walks to her room. She closes the door slowly this time, not loud like before. This soft sound feels even worse. It feels like she has no more strength to fight. Children do not always shout when they hurt. Sometimes they grow quiet. That is the part adults often do not see. I sit down at the table. I feel tired. I feel empty. I do not speak. I wait. I hope he will say something, anything. But Corin stays silent. His shoulders drop. His face looks lost. He looks older than he did 1 month ago. After some minutes, he finally stands up and walks to the hallway. He stops near Lena's door. He lifts his hand, but he does not knock. He lets his hand fall again. He walks away and goes to the bedroom instead. The door closes behind him. That night I cannot sleep. I lie in bed and stare at the ceiling. I listen to the quiet house. I listen to my daughter's soft breathing through the wall. I think about our life. I think about the man I married. I think about the family we almost lost without even seeing the danger. In the morning, I wake up early. The house feels cold. I make breakfast. I hear Lena walking into the kitchen. She looks tired too. She sits at the table without a word. She touches her food but does not eat. She asks, "Is Dad gone again?" I nod. I try to keep my voice calm. Yes. He left early. She looks at the empty chair again. Then she looks away. Her small heart is tired of waiting. When Corin comes home that evening, I expect him to go to the couch with his laptop again. I expect him to ignore the table, the food, the family. But something is different. He drops his bag slowly this time. He looks around the room. He looks at me. He looks at Lena. His eyes are red, as if he did not sleep well. He sits down in a chair, but he does not open his laptop. He just sits. He is quiet. He looks like a man who is fighting something inside himself. After a long moment, he says, "Where is Lena?" I point to her room. He stands up and walks slowly to her door. I watch him. I hold my breath. He lifts his hand again. This time he knocks. "Lena," he says softly, "can I come in?" There is no answer at first. Then a small voice says, "Yes." He opens the door. I stay in the kitchen and wait. My heart beats fast. I want to hear what he says, but I stay back. This moment belongs to them. For a long time, the house is quiet. Then I hear soft voices. Then I hear crying. Not loud crying. Not angry crying. Just soft, real crying. I close my eyes. Something is breaking open inside him. Something is waking up. I feel my own tears fall. After some minutes, they come out together. Lena walks beside him. Her eyes are wet, but she looks lighter. She holds his hand. She has not held his hand in a long time. Corin sits with her on the couch. He looks at both of us. His voice is slow. His voice is shaking. He says, "I am sorry." He covers his face with his hands. "I thought I was helping. I thought if I worked hard, you two would be happy. I thought money meant security. I thought long hours meant love. But I see now. I was blind." Lena sits close to him. She touches his arm carefully. She says, "Dad, I just want you." He looks at her. His eyes are full of tears. "No," he says. "I am sorry, Lena. I am so sorry." I walk closer. I sit with them. I say, "We do not want a perfect life. We want a real family. We want you with us." He nods many times. He wipes his eyes. "I will change. I promise. I do not want to lose you. I do not want to lose my family." We sit together for the first time in many months. No laptop. No phone. No work talk. Just us. The three of us. A small family trying to find a way back to each other. Later that night, after Lena sleeps, I sit with him at the dining table. I make tea. He holds the cup in his hands. He looks tired, But this tired is different. This tired is honest. He says, I understand now. Time does not come back. Money can come back. Work can come back. But lost time never returns. I nod. I feel relief, but also fear. Change is not easy. Work will still call him. Stress will still chase him. Old habits will still try to pull him away. But now he sees the truth. That gives me hope. The next morning I wake up and hear movement in the kitchen. I think it is Lena, but when I walk out, I see Corin. He is making breakfast. He turns and smiles at me. A real smile. Not a tired one. Not a fake one. He says, Today I will walk Lena to school. Lena sits at the table and looks surprised. Her eyes open wide. Really, Dad? He nods. Yes, because family is my first job. She runs to him and hugs him. He hugs her back with both arms. This is the first time in a long time that I see real warmth between them. I watch them leave the house together. They walk slowly. They talk. They laugh. The morning sun falls on them. My heart feels warm. My eyes feel wet. Maybe we almost lost everything. Maybe we came close to breaking. But now we have a new chance. A real chance. Work can return. Money can return. But time with the people we love never returns. Time is a gift. Time is the one thing we cannot buy back. I sit near the window and breathe. I think about our life. I think about last night. I think about the small note that broke everything open. I think about our daughter's heart and how close it was to closing. I whisper to myself, we were lucky this time. And I know the truth. Families do not fall apart in one day. They fall apart slowly, silently, when people stop seeing each other, when people stop listening, when work takes more space than love. But families can also come back, one choice at a time, one small moment, one long look, one real hug, one father who finally understands. Today our home feels different. It feels lighter. It feels warm again. It feels like a place where we can start over. And this time, we will not waste the time we have. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe to English Medium Stories. Stay with us for more classic stories in easy English.